Hi, it's me. Welcome to my channel. When you hear the term raptor, what comes to mind? A speedy, deadly hunter with sharp claws and teeth, maybe a cunning, intelligent creature that lives in packs and uses tools. If you thought of velociraptors from Jurassic Park, you're not alone. But these famous movie monsters are actually pretty small. Real-life raptors were absolutely massive, like the size of a small car, big. So let's take a closer look at some prehistoric predators that would make today's episode of What If feel downright realistic. This is the first episode of Prehistoric Predators. Microraptors are a group of small feathered dinosaurs that lived in what is now China during the late Jurassic period, roughly 150 million years ago. The name Microraptor means tiny robber. And these so-called robbers were quite the kleptoparasites, stealing food from other animals, including each other, that's right. These little guys were not just good at stealing food, they were also good at sharing it. They would literally fight over their stolen goods. How do we know this? Because paleontologists have found fossilized poop that contains the remains of small dinosaurs, birds and mammals, as well as stomach stones that were likely used to aid in digestion. And some of those tiny fossilized poops even contained feathers, so the struggle was real. But for all their squabbling, microraptors were surprisingly social animals who lived in groups. They had to because there weren't many other large animals in their ecosystem to hunt. Microraptors were omnivores, eating plants, eggs, and small animals. They hunted in packs, chasing down prey or stealing it from other predators. And although they didn't have the biggest teeth or the strongest jaws, their agility and intelligence made them deadly hunters. Plus, they could fly. Microraptors were only about half a meter tall and around 1 meter long, but they had long, strong wings that allowed them to glide from tree to tree, snatching up small prey like a feathered little thief. They could also swim, which gave them access to even more food sources. In fact, their swimming ability might be why we have fossil poop. So, thank you, microraptors. Although microraptors were small, they were perfectly adapted to their environment. Their size may have actually been an advantage, allowing them to live alongside other animals without being directly threatened by larger predators. Kind of like how the cute, fuzzy animals of today are rarely targeted by big cats. Being small also meant that they needed less food to survive. And thanks to their intelligence and social skills, microraptors were able to find enough food to thrive. They lived during a time when dinosaurs were small too, with very few large species around, so they simply evolved to be the kleptoparasites supreme in their tiny world. This has been Prehistoric Predators. Join me next time for more prehistoric tales. And remember, don't steal my food.